Hello everybody, Justin here. Hope you guys are doing well, having a great day or a great night. And before jumping to the charts, don't forget to smash the like button, share with your friends and subscribe as well. And yeah, let's do it. So maybe you guys are asking yourselves why the name of this video is the Battle of Midway. And let's take a look at it. And another thing, maybe later you guys would like to check a old video I made about XRP and gold, okay? Because XRP is playing just like gold did it. It's very, very similar, okay? So it's not like just because it happened this way on gold that it has to play out in other assets. But the outcome is the key. Okay, so very, very interesting. And yeah, if you guys have time, please check this video out. Yeah, so okay, we are on the weekly. Yes, just a second, folks. Let me see if the audio is okay. Okay. So why the Battle of Midway? Let's take a better look at it. Just a moment. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I came to talk with you again. So, as you guys can see here, from the previous top to the previous low, that's what we are measuring here, right? So we have 3.31 and 11 cents. The 50% of this range is 61,378, as you guys can see. And the key thing is, another thing right now, the average price for XRP is between 6.1 and 6 cents. Okay, so we don't even need moving average and etc. all those tools to read the average price. Okay. The first things we can acknowledge here, so this is going to be a step-by-step process, okay? So maybe if you guys are not familiar with technical analysis, you can follow what we are trying to figure out here, okay? So as you guys can see, when we look on the left, we saw a bounce in the past, and then we struggle here, but the bears won. So this was somewhat expected because it was right after a surge in price. So this was incredible, okay? No other crypto out there had such gains as, like XRP. Not that I am familiar with, and I'm doing this for some time already, but yeah. So, and then we end up rejected here back in the day. So one of the reasons is because it wasn't ready. And we're talking about this, okay? So a few weeks ago, we blast through, but we end up rejected from the midway, which is 61378. And then we try it again, and we end up rejected again. And then we try it again, and end up rejected again. We don't have any bearish candle. We don't have any bearish sign. Nothing. I would say the short sellers, the haters, and all sort of these people, they are dominated. Okay, and so as you guys can see, we are trading below the 50, but the key thing is the 50% range, the line itself, okay, from one side to the other, it's poisoned, it's like contaminated. And why this? Because because we are so there's another specific key level that I'm going to show you guys just in a second. But for you guys to understand, every time we keep imagine you have a hammer, and you keep smashing the roof. Boom, boom, boom. After many tries, even if you're not able to blast the thing, to break it, what is going to happen? It is going to become weaker and weaker and weaker. Or weak and weak, sorry. English is not my native language. So the thing is going to be like about to break, okay? And that's exactly what's happening right now. Plus that, what we have? We have bullish continuation patterns all over the crypto market. Okay, so for example, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Chain, Cardano, Golem, etc., etc., and etc. And one of the reasons, it's probably because, very likely, okay, regulations are at the door. Okay, so this is a fact. So I strongly believe, like 99%, there is no turning back from here. Okay. So now let's talk about the other guy that we have here. And just a second. Voila. Let's close here. Okay. So those lines that I add here, you guys know it's a tool that I created some months ago. And the key thing here is, let me show you guys what's happening here. Okay, so first of all, you guys remember that we talked about the 55 cents range, how it was important and very key. So now let's take a look here on the candles. So we were talking about the behavior above. Now let's talk about the behavior below before we talk about what can happen here. So on the second one, we had a attempt just a little below 55. The buyers bought back around 61, but then Bitcoin had a big sell and XRP followed, which is a shame. So just a quick thing about this. So we have XRP and Ethereum. So we have like a Ferrari, and a Lamborghini. And Bitcoin is the old car, the old model, the obsolete model. So let's say Fusca, old Fusca. And so we have the old Fusca, let's say at 20 miles per hour. And right behind, we have the Ferrari and the Lamborghini, side by side, just waiting to, to open in the sides and bam, and go, to set free. And it is a shame, today, it is a shame that XRP and Ethereum is still following Bitcoin. And I strongly believe, I can be wrong of course, right after the regulations, hell will break loose for XRP and Ethereum. Okay, you guys know I am bullish on Bitcoin. Yes, it's crystal clear that Bitcoin will keep going up. There is no problem about this. The problem is we are almost in 2021 and still nobody knows what is Bitcoin utility, because XRP is faster for payments, also cheaper. Ethereum is faster for payments, sometimes it's cheaper. And XRP, so it's totally focused on payments, exchange, of value, money, transfers, etc. Ethereum, the virtual machine, the ICOs, and also there is a lot of innovation. But when it comes down to Bitcoin, there is nothing at all. Even fiat currencies are going to have an upgrade right now. It's happening right now, and by the end of January, probably February, fiat currencies will be making fast payments, transactions in the digital side, which is going to be below 10 seconds, cost free, something that Bitcoin still can't do. So we can't deny the facts. Okay, so those are the facts. So XRP and Ethereum are going to, I think they are going to blast the roof, folks. Okay, but yeah, so back to the chart. As you guys can see here, then in the second attempt following Bitcoin sell-off, XRP went down and then below again. We had a fierce battle on top of 55 in the side, which we had a micro bullish structure, and then we went up from 55 to let me see here, 60 if I'm not wrong, and then we fell again following Bitcoin again. But there is more insights about this. We are going to talk about this in the 4-hour chart. We will be there just in a second. But this is very important, folks. This range right here, let's move this a little above. Yeah. So folks, this range right here, it's a tight range, okay? And as you guys can see, we are trading below the 50 in the bigger picture, and we are trading above the key level, which is 55 cents. So we have a very narrow range, right? So here is the hint. This range, it's like a small corridor, okay? So imagine you are running and this corridor is tightening, till the point there is nowhere to go, and then the magic has to happen, and that's when we are going to see this bull break. But things will keep going tight, okay? In my humble opinion, it looks like they are trying to buy some time till regulations, or another thing. We are going to have two things here. The first one, it's somewhat of bullish news about regulations. So for example, XRP is going to be deemed as currency or utility coin, whatever. And then this thing is going to fill the market. And in the other side, after a few weeks after, we are going to have the regulations itself. So my understanding is they are trying to buy some time before the big day. Okay. So let's keep going. So in this range, what is going to happen on this range? Sorry, guys. This range, it's the range for a bear trap or a bull trap. Yes. And understanding that the bulls are in control, we can see it right here. It's not something like marvelous. So it's crystal clear, okay? So bulls in control. We are keep trading inside this bullish candle because this is inside bar trade, as we can see here. I am going to highlight the whole body. Okay, so this square represents this candle here. So we have the first inside bar, the second inside bar, so inside bar trade. Okay, so nothing new. We can see the bulls are in control, nothing special here. And then we have this narrow range. And in my humble opinion, haters, short sellers, losers who end up losing money doing bad movements in other coins tokens, they always move to XRP because XRP was the worst performer, okay? But it's not anymore. And then they are going to feel the fire again. Did our targets change? No, we didn't have any single change in the targets that I shared in the previous video. I end up pissed off when XRP moved below following Bitcoin because it's not fair. But in the other hand, the information we can get from this is that the market's not ready. Okay, so if it's not ready for a reason. And if this is not public info, what we can look for? The spark airdrop, the trade will be halted in top exchanges. Very interesting thing. So again, as you guys can see here, we keep making new higher lows each time we drop it below the 50. I don't believe we are going to drop below again. And as you guys can see as well, this range, which is the 50, is poisoned. It's what's the word? It's compromised, contaminated. Yes. So it's just a matter of time, and probably all the major ones are just waiting for this event. We don't know the date, but we know a certain range for this to happen. Okay. So yeah, and again, this is the range for the bear trap. Okay, so it's very narrow. Now, oh, there is another thing, folks. Just a second, please. Hold your hats. Cool your jets. Just a moment, because we want to take a look on OBV. And OBV is still fantastic. We understand that things won't keep going in a straight parabolic, especially here. And yeah, so OBV is still looking fantastic. Now let's take a look on the daily. So it's not clear on the daily because we had that bear break following Bitcoin. But it is clear but not fully developed on the 4 hours. And this is very key to understand. I won't lie, I was somewhat concerned when a few guys who are always wrong started to post about the triangle on XRP. So every time they do these things, just happen the other way. But yeah, so this is what we had. This one right here, if I'm not wrong. Let me see. Yeah, so as you guys can see, so the majority of these guys who are not familiar with TA, every time they make a line to acknowledge a structure and price go above or below, they say, oh, okay, it's a bull break, it's done, let's go. It's wrong. And why it is wrong? Because this move here didn't make a new high. Not against this one and not against this one here. And I tried to long. If I'm not wrong, it was around this range right here. Okay, because this was a bullish structure, and that's what we have to do when we have bullish scenarios. Crystal clear. And it is also a long-term strategy. We know we are not going to win 100% of those structures, but around 85 to 86% we are going to win. Okay, so not a concern at all. But now let's take a look on what we have, and let's talk about why it's not fully developed. Oh, and again, this is the tight range we were talking about. Okay, and so even if we go a little bit above, it's still not bullish in the short time frame. In the macro, this is bullish. Okay, so the way to acknowledge this, let's take a look. So this is what we had back in the day. You guys saw my video, you guys remember. So this is what we had. Okay. And then XRP was ready. It doesn't mean it has to break bullish. One of the reasons, not one of the reasons, a thing that I was concerned and think about was this. So if we have a bullish pattern, why we didn't have enough buyers or not, we didn't have interested people? One of the reasons is probably it wasn't ready, so the market wasn't ready, and probably because of the regulations and the news before regulations. So probably they are waiting, so just waiting. And like for example, they know the date, very likely, and yeah, so very likely. And so the thing is, once this structure, the bullish one, broke, we must look for continuation inside the same range, and we have to look if it is still possible or if it is still bullish. Because if we keep making lower highs and playing below the 50%, below the average price, this is bearish. But so far, as you guys can see here, there is another way to look at this. Just a second. And in this one is not great, but again, it's not bearish as well. So only not the best thing that we wanted to see. So when we measure from week to week, we can see XRP is just a little below 50%, right? And a little above the golden. So we have our key level, above our key level, above the golden, below the 50. What we want to see, it's a move around the 6-3 because it's going to make a new high compared with the previous one, and this is going to be even more bullish. Okay, so that's the step by step. Now let's take a look on the body to body. I don't believe it's going to be a big change here. As you guys can see, it's the same thing. Week to week, body to body, there won't be any difference here. So now let's get back to our pattern. Just a moment, 23 minutes already. Martin teaching me about this thing that I was always saying the wrong way. So I was saying, let's take a look on, and this is wrong. And he teaching me the right ways. Let's take a look at. So let's take a look at it. And thank you, Martin. Thank you very much. So this is what we have now. As you guys can see, it's not complete. It's not fully developed. And the only thing that is clear here, there is bullish development inside bar trade and bulls in control. Okay, so from the, you guys know the drill. This is not financial advice. I never tell people what to do. This is your homework. So from the long-term investment perspective, or for long-term, or for investors, The idea here is to decrease the average cost, okay, or to just keep buying in the worst scenarios. That's the idea, right? Because a lot of people, they wait for the thing to go up to buy, and then when they see the thing going down, they feel like desperate. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I'm in the red. That's not the way to do this. In the trade side perspective, we are looking for that last moment before placing our longs or even buying, whatever. Yeah. So folks, this is what we have for now. There is nothing crystal clear. We have to wait a bit more, and that's we can do for now. About regulations, I believe things will go wild and crazy like there is no tomorrow, right after there is clarity. Okay, I strongly believe Bitcoin is not going to have the same performance by multiple ways compared with first XRP and then Ethereum. Okay, so yeah, but yeah, that's what we have for now. So XRP is looking fantastic. It's looking great. And let's take another look here. Just a second. Let's go to the bigger picture of things. So we're talking about the target. Just a second. Just a second, folks. Hold your head, cool your head. So I'm going to do this in a, it's just for a draft, okay? So just like a quick math for us to take a better look here. But don't take this as a fact. Please don't ask me, oh, is this going to play out? It's just a draft, okay? Because some people ask questions that I can answer, like crystal ball questions. Okay, so yeah. And again, this method is it's like a, what is the word? It's a gross way to acknowledge a target. Okay, so if you do this all the times, you are probably going to end up wrong. Okay, so this is just a quick way to look at things. I don't want this video to be long as well. Just a second. Why you are okay? So no problem. It's in the left. Now give me my stuff, please, sir. Yes. So let's add the first one. So you guys remember we talked about this, the 89, and if I'm not wrong, 90, 91. So 91 and 89 are strong levels, key levels, and then we have the round number, which is 1. So we are going to have a massive this range right here, that support and resistance folks, especially haters, are going to look to short and sell XRP at this range. So they're just moving, trying to make moves against the tide, and it's not the best thing to do. It's not the smartest moves to do, but yeah, so whatever. They will end up racket all the way. Second. Yeah, so now let's bring the other two. Yes. So 137, we talked about this. 1 and 20, 1 and 80 cents can be our possible targets. Okay, so remember, this is just a gross way to acknowledge a possible target here. Just a second. So, okay, so here is the important thing. Okay, so what happens when XRP reaches 137? We can expect, so there is two ways to approach this scenario. The first one is, if I keep looking this way, so like a step by step, a moderate approach, more, how can I say, more conservative. Yeah, I think this is the word. The problem with this approach is because depending on the size and the strength of the regulation news, we maybe can see a moonshot. It is possible, okay? We don't know. So have this in mind, folks. I do this in a moderate way, okay? Step by step, step by step process, sorry. But the moonshot, it's possible as well, because we know that after things become clear on the regulation side for XRP, we know that utility is going to kick in. And then utility is going to drive price. So things can go crazy for a while, okay? But for now, so have this in mind. For now, before the utility, based on things we can see, we can touch, we can expect based on this, let's work on this way till the day the magic happens, okay? So the problem with 130, 130, whatever, 137, it's because it's a weak lower high, as you guys can see here. So it's somewhat weak. It would be way better to see. Nope. Something like this would be a best scenario, which we talked about 180, 2 and 10. 2 and 10 would be even better, much better, because we are very close from the top right here. As you guys can see, we end up rejected here. So it would be a best scenario, okay? 2 and 190, whatever, 2. If we keep going this way, so one step at a time, we can see some sellers here, a bit of rejection, then we fall back just a little bit before the big one. So this can happen as well. The time frame the folk from the FinHub told us was 6 to 8 weeks after the same before. So this gives us the second week of January. So we have 1 month plus 1 week. So this scenario can happen, okay? We don't know. Yeah. And so I will only talk about the after or new territory, new waters, and price behavior around, let's say, $6, $9, $12, $21 once we make a new high. And this will be very interesting because we, the Champions Club, we can chart new waters with accuracy. And yeah, so folks, I hope this info and this analysis can help you in any way. Okay, let's take a quick look in the volume. Yeah, so not a big deal. Yeah, so I hope this can help you. And yeah, so thanks for your time, thanks for your patience, thanks for your support as well. Please, you can hit the like button. It will take only 1 second of your time. Take a look. I spent just 34 minutes of my time. I'm just asking for 1 second of yours. Okay, So I'm counting with you guys to help spread the word about the Champions Club, to help this channel grow. And thanks for everything that you guys are doing already. Yeah, thank you very much. I will see you guys soon. And stay safe, stay well. I am probably going to make a video before or at Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. And yeah, so we will keep covering everything. I am not going to travel this year, probably maybe on the before February, because I'm needing vacation. So guys, thanks again. Thank you very much. And don't forget to buy amazing gifts for your loved ones, your close friends, your employees. Always remember, folks, your employees are an extension of your company, of your business, okay? Always, I forget the word, is prestige? I don't remember, but yeah. So take care of yours, do good, do well, stay safe, and I will see you guys soon. See ya.